My childhood best friend accused me of sleeping with her husband. Short version. A year after visiting my mentally unwell childhood best friend, she accused me of having an affair with her husband, even going so far as to call my husband with a "just thought you should know." We live 3 states away from each other and have had zero contact since my visit. I'm pissed. A year ago, I visited my childhood best friend who lives 3 U.S. Midwest states away from me. She'd recently had her second child, and through a text conversation, Jay could tell she was really going through it. So I told my husband I felt the need to drive over there. She lives in absolute BFE. They're so far out in the boondocks you have to be on Wi-Fi for phone service. It's acres of farmland between her place and the next. She'd got no local friend, no mommy acquaintances, nothing. It's her in a really dark cabin-looking house with a toddler and a newborn. I knew it was postpartum. I've been there. It sucks. We hung out, talked about stuff from when we were kids, ran errands together, cooked together, had an all-around good time, and I knew being there had really lifted her spirits. The whole time I was there, I made sure I was never alone with her husband, ever. If she went to Walmart, I went to Walmart. If she was on the porch, I was on the porch, etc., etc. Never once were we alone. She had me sleep in her toddler's room while I was there. She slept in the other room with the kids, and her husband slept on the living room floor. I don't know why. She even has a camera in said toddler's room that I'm quite confident she turned off while I was there, but assumed it was on the entire time and acted accordingly, changing in the bathroom, etc. Had a happy visit. I go home. Last week, a whole year later, we reconnect. I'm sorry we haven't spoken sooner. Life gets busy, blah blah blah, and she's going off on how she thinks her husband is cheating on her. She thinks her stepson killed her dog. She thinks the whole town believes she abused her kids. She thinks someone has hacked her phone and is running a smear campaign against her on Facebook. The level of crazy is off the chain. She's moved so far past PPD and is solidly in the paranoia phase of mental nosediving. I try to be sympathetic, not agreeing with anything, but not trying to make her think I don't believe her. Just trying to be an ear for her. Then yesterday she calls me and asked if I had sex with her husband while I was there, a year ago, and why I had a smear campaign against her on Facebook. I went into work mode and was very clear and very straightforward. I didn't yell at her. I didn't get defensive, but I told her in no uncertain terms that flat out didn't happen. Her evidence was that I was in her husband's recent contacts on FB. I don't even use Facebook anymore, but I logged in to see he has sent me a message a few days before saying he was concerned about her and asking me to reach out. I sent her a screenshot of the unread message. That is the only contact I have had with her husband, and I don't even have the app on my phone. I haven't spoken to him since the day I left their house a year ago. Today she calls my husband and tells my husband that I'm cheating on him with her husband. I'm livid. Anyway, he's not an idiot and started asking her for evidence. She started with the Facebook thing. Well, he knows I'm not on Facebook, so she said the sheets were stained with poo. Again, not something I'd be into. Ever. Then she says we've been sexting. Again, not something I'm into. All this info is coming from him after her call. Never mind that I don't have his number and have already proven we're not even Facebook friends. Then she starts telling him I'm running a smear campaign against her on Facebook, which he knows I don't even use, and I would never do that to somebody on any social media platform at all anyway. Oh, but her husband has gone on business trips to a neighboring state. That's only 3 hours from my state. It's not. It's still an entire day's drive, and the last time I traveled anywhere was when I went to visit her to do a goddamn mental health check. Nevertheless, it became a hard conversation for me and my husband, which I don't blame him for, and now I'm just mad. When we first reconnected, she was blaming her mother-in-law and her stepson for everything. Then suddenly, like magic, it's actually been all me. The whole time. I'm also so hurt. We grew up together. We made it through some real trauma together. We stayed connected for another 20 years while we each settled down and started families. She's the closest thing to a sister I've had for years. And I know she's sick. I know she's losing it, but I don't know what to do. I'm so far away and I don't know anybody where she lives at all. She's isolated herself from the few people there who do care about her. And I genuinely believe her husband does love her, to the point that her husband reached out to me on FB asking for help. TF am I supposed to do? Call a wellness check on her? From 3 states away? She's harassing my husband like he's supposed to be doing something about this non-existent affair I'm apparently having? I'm pissed as shit at the whole thing. Just beyond pissed. We are way too old for this crap, and I just. If you enjoyed this story, please subscribe to my channel. There are many great stories for you on my channel. Thank you for watching.